Hey, 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 welcome to the attic. I am Manadad. I am joined by Broby1 Kenobi, my real life brother, and frequent Mythic drafter. Trying to push to Mythic on triple core set. You're enjoying it, aren't you? Building some good stuff.
Oh yeah, it's the best. It's not a lot of fun.
I hate to take
Lots
a
of
gold
fun.
card right off the bat, but this guy is a house, the Symbiont.
Let's see what you got.
You get a 3/3 flyer, opponent discards, and you draw. So it's like a 3-for-1. So that's like jumping right at me. You've got a Rabid Bite for removal. This Pegasus Coursers can be pretty good. I would like to build, see how good aggro is. I haven't really had a chance to build a good aggro deck in this format, and this would be good in an aggro deck, but
Yeah,
what is colorless removal?
3/3 fun.
Stitcher's Supplier, if we could possibly wheel that, that goes really good with the blue-black
You can wheel
Reanimator.
Stitcher. Stitcher is not. He's hard to play. I had a Stitcher in that green black deck. I didn't play him, but ooh, another big blue flyer.
Yeah, big blue flyer, sure. Aviation Pioneers, pretty decent. Gift of Paradise to ramp, and Color Fix is not a terrible pick, especially early in the draft. We've got another 3/2 flyer here. Blue is looking stacked. I'm a bit worried. Infernal Scarring is good too. I haven't played this Suspicious Bookcase. I think I put it in one of my commander decks, but I don't know if I've... Being able to make a creature unblockable can be pretty good, and then an 0/4 for 2 holding down the ground. That seems really good. Maybe slightly underrated, but I mean a 4/4 flyer for 6 with at least 6 drops. Well, at least we know we've got them early on. We could think about how we're going to cast them. Well, here's another flyer. Flyers seem to be really critical in this format. Blanchwood armor is really strong too, like a green-white. Take Vengeance is removal.
What you got here? Snapping Drake's not that good. My take on. I think he's overcosted.
It's definitely overcosted, right? I mean, if you get shocked, that's a real feel bad, right?
There's nothing else here that's really good.
Well, I mean, the Blanchwood armor is something you could build around. Reliquary
What's the
Tower
Blanchwood
is
armor do?
+1/+1 for each forest.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're just trying to build a Voltron kind of thing. Take Vengeance is removal.
What's the draw card? You have a divination? Oh wait, disperse.
Give you something +2/+1 of first strike. So that's
the Sky Scanner is interesting. A little common. He's okay.
Well, we can continue on blue, or we could start branching out into something else.
What's the fiery finish? Is 7 damage to target creature for 6 mana.
Yeah, 6 mana deals 7 damage just to a creature, though.
Yeah, that's not even good.
The double red, so it's not super splashable.
The 1/3 lifelinker is always okay. That 2/2 enchantment is always like. I'm curious about it. The Pioneer is totally fine too. I like maybe the Pioneer is your best blue card for sure. The Aviation Pioneer.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't know where you're at. The Axe is also a fine card if you're equipping
maybe
flyers.
I'm gonna take, this looks like small white stuff is open, and blue-white flyers is a thing.
Is his thing too. Like you could splash
There's
for
just
the
a spec on the chaplain. If we're in a flyers deck, it can also just hold down the ground and gain us some life early on and keep us in the game. There's a take Vengeance pretty late here. Reassembling Skeleton is pretty good if we're doing like Reanimator stuff, though.
I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
And Strangling Spores is some removal in black. Huh. We've got a bunch of overcosted flyers. This is instant also. Yeah, I think this removal is so important. Well, Reanimator is more fun than removal. That's for sure. Two flyer with a drain, or this is removal. Take the on-color removal. I think we're definitely blue. But we do want to kind of cut blue in this first pack here. Wind Mage is good. Oh, well, there's another Stitcher supplier. And we think we might wheel another one. This is a good sign that we wouldn't wheel another one. Do we get on the Stitcher supplier plan? It works with the Resembling skeleton. I don't know. I think you just take the good flyer. It's all the flyer. We can get another Dwindle, or we can get the Totally Lost. Or we can get what's probably going to be a 5/5 in our deck. Or we can get the Strangling Spores. Maybe we could take the black. Here's the Macabre Waltz, though. Return 2 and then discard. I feel like now they print stuff that's just like 2 mana and bring back 2 creatures. I mean, this is already costing you a card. Well, there's our Stitcher supplier. Take it there. And Aviation Pioneer. I like these Infernal Scarrings. I think these are good on flyers too, right? Because if they remove it, you're going to get a card back. You can be hitting for extra damage in the air. Blanchwood Armor might be splashable. We could take the Swiftclaw now. Let's just take the Blanchwood Armor. In case we decide to drop a color and go back into green. Frilled Sea Serpent can be a good reanimation target. Totally Lost is instant. Got pretty heavy mana costs here. Took his removal. Destroy creature flying. Now they just do that all in one card. Artifact creature with flying. Plummet. I don't need Plummet.
What'd you end up getting here? Some more blue cards?
Yeah, so we've laned ourselves fairly blue, but we could move into other colors like white. Although that's not a double white is so hard to hit. 2/1 protection from black can be okay. Not that exciting. We just take this land. We could take. Actually, I like the Flying Vigilance. This is a good aggro card.
What's Broken Wings? The Broken Wings is a 1/4, and then whenever an angel you control
the Bishop
dies.
of Wings, yeah. When an angel enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life, and when an angel dies, you get a 1/1 white spirit. So I don't think there's enough angels running around in the draft to make that worth our while.
The duel.
We could take the Moat Piranhas, actually. The duel is a pretty good.
No, the Moat Piranhas, I don't know about that. That's the last picker.
That's a 2-drop that holds down the ground while we hit in with the flyers.
Well, that's...
I was like, I called an audible on that. But
that was... Yeah, that was so far off. Master Splicer.
Master Splicer is good.
I would have liked that in my artifacts. That pacifism is better than that for you.
Good, but we're not
the Glinthorn.
I think the Metropolis Sprite, right? We're just definitely blue flyers. And then hopefully get something else. I mean, I don't know. Master Splicer is good. Right now we have decent black cards. I don't think we're really building towards blue. We'd like to get this Symbiont in, so trying to be blue-black. We got the Sanitarium Skeleton if we want to start building more skeletons.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, I think that he's better than the Sprite in a lot of ways because he just combos with a bunch of different things. Like, throughout the set, he's like one of the better ones. He's annoying. I don't know. It's if you're playing black, the Skeleton might be.
Well, there's a Cloudkin Seer very late. I'll take that. Unholy Indenture, we'd like to get that to wheel.
What's that work with? The symbiote?
The indenture, it works with lots of things, right? Like, first of all, you just pop it on a flyer. And it comes back. Oh, I guess I was thinking this is one where you sack and you can bring back a creature.
I mean, it's
well, you
okay.
can, yeah, but if we have sacrifice synergies, you can just pop it on something.
That Portal of Sanctuary is a better synergy with Cloud Concealer than anything else.
That's true. This is
and symbiote. But you want Cloud Concealer, that might wheel back to you the Portal because people might be apprehensive about playing it. I've seen a lot of stuff wheel.
Fencing ace.
People don't know how to draft it. People don't know how to draft a triple set. It's a big Cloud Kin again.
Double Cloud Concealer. Okay.
That Vampire of the Dire Moon would be sweet in your deck too. That guy's awesome.
That guy's good. Yeah. Don't take it over a Cloud Concealer though. No.
That's a big 2 picks in a row for your deck. The Gift is an interesting call. That guy, that white with the troll. Wait.
You just take the Cutthroat though. The troll is great, but it's double green.
Yeah.
We're just really not green. We might move into white or splash white, but none of these white cards are like.
Yeah, no, I think you take the Cutthroat.
I mean, I almost would take this, right? Because then it lets us maybe splash red.
And that's all you're playing blue. You could splash red. It's good enough to play it even if you're. I think the Scryland's fine. You can take the Scryland. But if it gives you
the cut. I like the.
If it gave me 20 gems, I would take it.
I don't know if it will give me 20 gems.
I'm not a big Cutthroat truther. Sleep paralysis.
Unsummons would both take. Good. I mean, Inspired Charge would be good in a Flyers deck. Holding up all the packs. We're that person today. Marauders X would be
take
good.
The Miscreant. Hold on. Take the Miscreant. Take the Miscreant. You're gonna get another one. I think there was one in your first pack, and so that would be coming back if that one didn't wheel.
Over the Pegasus or the Axo.
Yeah, because you're gonna get another one. You'll play 2 Miscreants. Trust me, I think you're gonna get a second one here.
Oh, okay. Well, we got a blue-black payoff here. This is a good card.
It is.
Do want to be sure not to mill ourselves out in this format. Easily happen. Well, Bishop of the Wings. There I might just rare draft. Well, we do have Marauder's Axe, and a Sorcerer of the Fang can help win in the
Marauder's Axe feels good for a Flyers deck, man.
It does feel pretty good.
I'm not like...
I mean, it's 4 mana for the first use. That's...
Yeah.
A rare draft. I think we'll...
Okay, so you didn't get the Miscreant. I was wrong.
Alright, we took a spec on it. Indenture, the Manifold Key. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Artifacts we want to untap. I wonder if Dragonfire is actually pretty playable.
We're just complaining about stuff costing too much mana, like 4 mana.
Well, 4 mana kill a creature. Now here's the good card, right?
Soul
Salvage.
Yeah. That's
good for our deck. That's very good to get late. Oh, Wolfgamon too. Well, yeah. If we end up in green, we might play that. Fire Charge. I think we're gonna be heavy blue.
You're blue-black control. You need some more control-y.
I want more early blue drops because I want to be heavier
Stitcher
blue.
Supplier.
We got the Stitcher Supplier, so we can do. Okay, well, there's early blue drop, but just what I requested. Rain of Revelation's good. Lofty Nile's great in our deck. Hopefully, wheel that. Which Sanctum is this? So it's just a draw discard. Yeah, that's just gonna run us out of
time. It's a good Sanctum. You have both Sanctums there, right? The green and the blue, but you're the.
Land of War Visionary, I think, is really good in the triple core set. It was kind of weaker in M21, but 2/2 that ramps you and draws a card is pretty good. I think green gets stronger in this set, in the triple core set versus M21. Well, hopefully we cut blue enough. Let's see. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
But you can't choose an untapped creature. I think that's still a really good play. This would be something.
Also, the
to
Grasp of
reanimate.
Darkness is a very strong card for your deck.
Yeah, it's double black, but it's a great removal.
Yeah. I don't know if it's better than Throwing Hold. It's a maybe better.
No, well, we want to be heavy blue, so I mean, yeah, I mean, if we get the double black on curve, but stealing a creature is better than removing it, right?
Well, on curve doesn't really matter with -4/-4. You're not like there's nothing to hit at 2 mana.
Use a reanimator thing. That's not that great. Take a 2-drop.
The Ghostlight is a strong card. Having a bounce spell attached to a flying body.
Yeah, that is good. Oh, and Demonic Embrace? Yes, please.
Oh, sick. Dude, your deck came together.
That was a late Demonic Embrace.
Yeah, it is.
Trites is good. Deathwimp Salad's good. All of a sudden, the pack is stacked for black.
You got cards here, too. You got a Capture Sphere, Mistral Singer. Are both good.
We just want more removal. We've actually got a decent amount of removal.
Yeah, but
this is an upgrade on sleep paralysis. We have a Mistral Singer already, don't we? Maybe not.
No, I mean, it was a War of the Spark card reprinted in M21, right?
We do have a lot of good. Oh, so this is like a Mistral Singer. We have a lot of good 3-drops. I think I'll take the removal just in case we need more removal.
I think you take the removal.
Tome Anima.
No, I don't think that's your card, right? The 3/3 that does
combos
1 damage.
The
Skeleton Archer. The Skeleton Archer is the better card, right?
This combos with the Cloud Concealer really nicely, though.
The Skeleton Archer is a better card. There's not if you have more draw cards, you have 2 chances to hit that, and then the Clouds can on curve before it. The Skeleton Archer is a better body.
Could actually just rare draft this to get my Goblins deck going.
The Skeleton Archer would be played in your deck in a lot of instances. It's a playable for sure.
Okay, well I took it.
Okay, I'm just saying it was the card to take.
Double thinking.
Even if you don't play it.
Well, now I can get a Tome Anima if I want it, but I'd rather probably just have a 2/2 for 2. Need a 2-drop. Cage Zombie. I'd rather have some control elements. The Arcanist is better. Okay, 2-drop for us. Maybe the Mind Rod, actually. Okay, good Lofty Denial Wield. And Opta, the Wishcoin Crab is interesting for our deck because we got so much.
I don't think you'll play the Crab. I think your decks. You have so much.
We're so stocked. We are so stocked. Rookie Mistake can really get people. Yeah, I guess the Tavern Swindler, that can help us win. Plum Salad. We didn't get any reanimation stuff, unfortunately. So our graveyard stuff is kind of limited to reassembling skeleton. Mind Rot might be playable. We got more than enough playables. So we had a pretty good lane there. I think Fairy Miscreants to low power. Pilfer's good. Goodness, Infernal Scarring is good. Something Skeleton. Not try to play the zombie for now. Even Wind Mage. When you cast an instant or sorcery, how many instants of sorcery? We got 6 instants or sorceries. All right, though.
It's not the I don't think you're playing that many instants and sorceries. You're actually really creature heavy.
And stuff like Mind Rot we probably would cut.
I think you gotta like control when in the air plan, right? Just use superior cards. Just win with card quality would be the game plan.
There's
nothing like that's.
Fathom Fleet, cut Throat, Skeleton Archer on the same turn. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's expensive combo.
Hey, kiddo. Horizon Scholar and the Symbiont at the top end.
I mean, you have a good top in there.
So we're heavier blue. We can go down one. We can do a 10-7. I wouldn't want to go any lower than that because we do have the Demonic Embrace.
You can be 9-8 with this deck for sure.
Maybe we cut the Stitcher Supplier like.
It's not. I don't know what. I don't think it fits any deck really
it works.
that well.
It combos with the Skeleton
Green
and the
black.
Demonic Embrace, but it's otherwise not that exciting. Yeah, we still need
The
to make
Mo
cuts.
Piranhas, I guess you want.
I want to be able to hold down the
That
ground.
card. I don't see it. It's made up for Fender that.
17 creatures. Could easily go down to sleep paralysis. Rather lose the Skeleton Archer. Infernal Scarring I like getting on some of these small flyers or evasive creatures. We didn't get any way to mill our opponent, which is too bad. I think there's probably some amount of games we're going to lose to just milling out. Huh. Last cuts are hard. Basically a 1/1 regenerator, so that holds down the ground. The Tavern Swindler. Infernal Scarring. Like sometimes the Infernal Scarring is going to be really helpful with these flyers. Arcanist can't really do much. Denial. Maybe we're just more of a play all our spells deck. Cut the Lofty. Okay, make your predictions now for the blue-black Flyers deck. I could see this going anywhere from like, I don't know, 2 to 6 wins. I know it's a wide range, but I feel like the kind of deck we got here. The Keeper of a Hand. And fire off this Opt. I don't think we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that? It gets us closer to the Symbiont. I think we need more stuff to do before then, though.
You get the deck built yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lofty Denial was my last cut. The Vidalian Arcanist and the Lofty Denial were my last cuts.
What?
Okay. Interesting. Let's oh, they had to raise the alarm. Okay. Got me there. Guess I could have discarded a card to make it unblockable. And then got the card back, but I'm just going to keep curving out here. Looking like we can win in the air. So dropping a land is not... Yeah, I can't wait to play a 3-3, make them discard and we draw. Oh, well, they're willing to. Like Embrace. Don't help me. So, Masticore was the one I cut from another deck. We'll see. So they've got the ability to make it indestructible. I mean, I could just trade off one of these guys for that. Valor's Steed. Okay. They are really... Oh, your creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. 1 mana away from these two. It's Vigilance too. So we could double block on the Masticore, lose the guy, kill the Valor's Steed.
Hi, this is Alex. I'm with Brazilian taking up this phone call. Yeah, you're talking about like an in-ground fountain, like they've gone through the rock and it bubbles up out of the rock. Yeah.
Might get wrecked by a pump spell here. This looks like the aggro deck I wanted to build.
Yeah,
I did.
I've done
Nice.
different stuff like that on
Okay.
rocks. Like a special like rock drill bit and a big hammer drill that I don't actually have that would pour a giant rock.
I didn't even have any cards in hand.
I think they sell a lot of them already. Have you tried to look them up? I mean, I can try and help you track it down. So let's take long and short of it. I'll be glad to come over and take a look at it and see what it means and do that for you. Uh-huh.
Gonna try to do this. I get another pump spell. I did. Yeah, wrecked.
Yeah, no, I do it all. So it's kind of like a small footprint landscape business. It's me, but I'll have some workers for me at some point this year. So some of the stuff, it's like I can, I'll refer it out if it's like irrigation or something that's like I have to have licenses that I wouldn't have. But on the rock stuff, like patios, hardscapes, rock work, I do all that stuff. area, so I have
Alright, I'm
clients here.
gonna cut that mic.
Ottawa has a mock yard that I'm partnered with.
I wonder if you guys can still hear that. I don't think you can. Can I mute him here? There we go. Put the computer sound back up. I guess we just gotta take 3 because they can do that thing, so no blocks. Masticore is a house. They keep not having cards in hand. Yeah, we just didn't draw what deals with the Masticore, so I think we just did. They had the combat tricks every time they needed them. Marmot. A wily Marmot. Then the full attack plan. There. Are we just dead? Or we can go to 1. Got a pump spell. And the shock. Okay, perfect. Opponent had everything they needed every time. Let's see if we can do better next game. My brother's still selling his landscaping business, so I got him on mute. Definitely saw what a good aggro deck looks like, so that was cool. Again, I think we can keep it. Opponent is going first, which is not great for us. So Opt will hopefully draw us into something. If we get run over again, I guess we'll consider putting in more 2-drops. We got the mana for the Drake. Drake with scarring on it is pretty nice. The last game we did have an outright if we drew the spell that lets us steal a tapped creature. We could steal their Masticore and stabilize. We'd drawn it a couple turns earlier. Oops, meant to fire off the Opt. Well, let's fire it off now, I guess. Take a 3-drop. Let's see, we couldn't have played anything anyway. Next turn 3-drop, turn after that the Drake. After that, scarring maybe. And if we get a land, the Symbiont. This looks to me like the green-white kind of enchantment deck maybe. I don't know what you play. Yep, there's the enchantment. Why you would play Shield Mate otherwise. Other than just you need 1-drops to start putting stuff on. Okay, so Thallid could jump into a 1/1. We start trading back and forth. Just hope to win the race. Uh-oh, looks like they have removal. spider. Okay, we don't like to see the spider. Okay, so I'm gonna no blocks there because I would like to try and trade with the spider if we can. Nope, they didn't go for it. Okay. We can put down the moat piranhas, and we can put that on it, and that should pretty much shut them down. And if they do manage to kill it, we can get a card. Although green-white spells, I guess a fight spell would be the one that kills it. The white spells don't generally kill stuff. Get the Snapping Drake out a turn later, but that's okay. Okay. Rethinking it. Oh, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and make that trade. Get another card. What land we need? Actually, we didn't need that land. Play the Snapping Drake. We'll keep back the Thallid to chump. Got a couple turns of chump blockers. Unfortunately, couldn't double spell there. We should hold back these lands once we got 6 down. Here's the Pilfer. Every land we draw can just be a hit with the Pilfer. And draw another card. I think small creatures and enchantments is a definite... okay, perfect. We were going to chump with the Thallid anyway. So... not a problem. We do need to get something to deal with that, though. Plummet, okay. Rude. Rude main decking a Plummet. Opponent is very afraid of flyers, and our deck is like all flyers. So let's get down the Symbiont, get rid of one of those cards. Got ourselves another card. We'd love to draw the take control of a tap creature card. What do they have? A Griffinary. Okay. No attacks, please. Okay, well, Death Touches. That will do it. You good? 4/4 Vigilance. We maybe could have taken the 4 there. Ho. Right on cue. Thank you very much. And I do want a double spell. What do we get down? They have nothing to do against flyers, so we do the Pilfer, because then yeah, we'll do the flyer. This enthralling hold is very slow, but it's very good. Kind of like a 3-for-1 because we like removed it and we get 2 card investment from them. Oh, do they have main deck enchantment removal? They probably do if they're running main deck Plummet. They're just reading the enthralling hold. Yeah, wow, main deck enchantment removal. Well, that is instant, so they should have just waited, I think, till it was untapped, and then they could have gotten it back untapped. Not Trying to tell them how to play their deck, though. Let's filter this swamp away. Huh. We could Demonic Embrace the Symbiont and just start really hitting in hard. Or we could get down the Ghostly Pilferer. Wait a turn. Problem is we don't want to probably replay the Embrace right now because 3 life out of 10 is a lot. See what other sideboard cards opponent is running. Now if we draw land, we start getting in with the Pilfer, drawing cards. Okay, a 1/3. Not too bad. The Aven Wind Mage. Attack with the Sprite. Dump it. We don't have a terrible amount of instants and sorceries in our deck. Soldier, okay. How many of those did they draft? We're about to find out. Opponent is certainly going wide on us. Our 3/3 is holding down the fort. Okay, so card a card. Cancel. Go to combat. Wonder if actually putting the Demonic Embrace on that probably would have been the play. It's just because they don't have any flyers. Hopefully their hand is just all enchantment removal. Ooh, okay, now they have a flyer. So now I'm glad I held that back. Now, this was only in M20, so they would have had to get all these battalion foot soldiers. Okay, luckily they only got the 2. Jeez. Probably just came to them. My turn. Auto pay. Okay, capture sphere. Let's see. We could capture the Wingmare. If we get rid of the 4/6, I don't know that we actually have anything really to capture. We'll go ahead and try to speed up the clock here. Get him down low enough so we can make a big attack in the air, I think. Oh, okay. That's 2 blockers. Two vigilance. They let us know that they didn't have any things. That trade's there. We're taking 6, 7, 8, 9. So we should probably also trade out here. I'll pay it with blue. Haha. The old tavern swindler. Not very good in this case. They hit them for 5. They go to 7, which puts them in range of another kill there. They're pretty wide on us, however. So we need to be able to block at least 2 and for them not to draw stuff. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll leave up Capture Sphere. Creatures get +1, +0. Okay. That's a problem. They still got us then? Pumping their whole team. They can get through for 2 or 3, I guess. Depending on how we want to block here. We can still block 2 out of 3 of their guys. I think opponent still has to make the attack, though. I think we take 3, right? We put the Symbiont on the Druid of the Cowl, so it survives, so we have lethal. And then we take out that, and we go to 1. And just attack. Whew. What a game. Alright, we would need to revise our estimates of how good this deck is, because that was a close fought match. Clawed our way back. Let's check in and see if my brother is still available. He might still be doing childcare. His mic is open again, though, so he could pop back in at any time. 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, 6-drop? Yeah. I'll keep that. Both our colors. So that Ghostly Pilferer was pretty good for us in the last game. Can't believe opponent had all those sideboard cards. This is what you get at the lower ranks, I guess. Or maybe, you know, sometimes you just don't hit playables. In the green-white aggro deck, and people take all your aggro cards, and you just think, okay, well. Play this, and sometimes it'll work out for me. Red, red. Prismite. Interesting. And now we got 2 4-drops. This is a good one to hold back. Especially if we get the 1/1 Saproling. That and the Cutthroat work very nicely together. I love cards that are just 2 for 1 kind of. Okay, opponent going for lands, so they definitely have black in their deck. We just make this trade because they do seem to be color stuck. There's the Return from the Grave. That's what we needed in our deck. Do they have a shock? They do. But you know what? We still get a creature. Whew, we did not draw land. Okay. Two can play at the stuck on land game. So we attack, they kill it, we draw a card, then we have more options. Probably could have not played a land even. Glad they spent their shock already. Volcanic Geyser, sure. Gives me another card. It's closer to that Horizon Scala. I think we're just going to keep the pressure on while opponent is mana stuck or color stuck. Get down the Cutthroat. Not the full value. Ooh. Shivering here. It's chilly here in the attic. We've had good weather. Full salvage. So I actually have 2 creatures in my graveyard I could bring back. They're at 5. I'll just put down the Moparana. Pass the turn. We actually probably should have just left up Capture Sphere. Alright. Well, from the long game to a short one. You back there, bro? Broby? I put on my extremely camera unfriendly sweater here, looks like. Moire, moire. Wow. Okay, all blues with black cards. This is a tough one. I think we have to mulligan it. I think we keep this and drop a land. Recording, yeah, okay. To reveal black right away. Opponent might play slightly differently. Well, now I wish I kept the swamp. Okay, luckily no removal. Shall pass the turn. Okay, that does blank the Pilferer. Go ahead and pay like this. Moot Piranhas. They look like a blue-white Flyers deck. I'm wondering if Moat Piranhas are even any good. We could get in one more time with the Pilferer, and then we could steal that. Probably wait to steal a bigger flyer. They've got all the cards in their hand. Griffin Protector. Oh yeah, we can't even steal that because it doesn't ever tap. Well, just keep doing the dance. +1 until end of turn. They'll probably attack with that next turn. They'll probably play a creature. So actually, it probably wasn't worth it, right? That was just trading land for 2 damage. So we want to play the Enthralling Hold next turn. I guess if they don't attack, we could do it. Or maybe they're going to be forced to remove the Pilferer. Nope, they're just opting. The all Sentinels deck, sure.
How's this deck doing?
Pretty good. I mean, it's 1-1. We got run over that first game, and then actually maybe it's 2-1. I had a 1 long game and 1 game where I just won handily. Pass to blockers. What blockers? I don't have blockers. Pass to damage. My turn. We'll decline to pay that because I would like to have your Griffin Protector, please. And pass the turn. Suppose I can just discard the Demonic Embrace. Could have discarded the Demonic Embrace and gotten in, I think. Oh, what's an opponent? It's got a huge hand of cards there. Like all lands or something? They missed any land drops? Oh, dub. Hurts. That hurts. Well, we got the Cloudkin Seas. Can't do that and still have Strangling Spores. I guess we're just on the Pilferer plan. Probably thinking we're sitting with a bunch of double black cards because we discarded that. Uh-oh. Got removal for the Griffin Protector. That's fortunate for us. Now do we just burn this? Yes. Opponent had the card they needed. Got some ways to draw into our removal. No land or creature, so yes, I think we're just going to be chumping with these Cloud Concealers for the time being. Horizon Scholar. Actually, yeah, we just need one more land, and then we got the Horizon Scholar. Can block the 3/5. Opponent may have more removal though. 3/7 Vigilance, sure. I'm unlikely to get a damage in on that Sentinel to use this because of the first strike. I might, however, be able to get it on the Knight of the Tusk. Let's try trying for, we go Soul Salvage. That's interesting. We have no creature. Oh, we have our Cloud Concealer in the graveyard. The Reassembling Skeleton will start blanking the 3/7. So maybe that deals with that. And I guess the Horizon Scholar is blanking that right now. We do, however, need another black. So yeah, let's just discard the Metropolis Sprite and get in with the cancel. Next to combat. I believe all 10 damage has been done by the Ghostly Pilferer here. Heck of a control deck here. Just the Vigilance with the enchantments. Oh, they also had another sleep paralysis. Yikes, okay. We have sleep paralysis too. We could just draw it. We just draw it, please. Maybe we should have blocked there, because then we get one more hit by the Griffin Sentinel. I think the correct thing was to chump block. Let's see. We got two draws. So we got an air chump blocker and a ground chump blocker. Hope to draw a land here, I guess. What do we lose here? The reassembling skeleton. Might actually, the Tavern Swindler might get us there. The life gain. So I guess we'll do the old Skelly. Actually, let's do this Flatten Feet Cutthroat. That's just not doing us any good at the moment. Really got to draw into our tapper enchantments. A bit scared of opponents sitting on 3 cards. They could easily have a counter spell. Double chumps.
So I started to like my business, right? It's like they all, you know what I mean? Not to like down yourself out of landscape company.
Herald of the Sun, yikes.
And, right now, right?
Well, let's think about this. This we can't activate. We would need to get down 2 flyers.
Right? And that's so saying, oh, I'm not there. Like,
alright.
Just saying that.
Let's mute my brother again. Then in the losers column at the moment. Oh, okay, well. Flying Moat Piranhas. Not the best draw, but this will hold us down for a while. Opponent took a mull. Maybe we'll get a Metropolis Sprite or some other thing we can make flying and hey, Wind Mage. You can plus it 1 time. Okay, let's opt. Don't need the land at the moment. Alright, let's go. Okay, now I need the land. Maybe should have just popped the Demonic Embrace on there, actually. Gale Swooper. Did not feel like making that trade. Could have made the Moat Prawn as a 5/4 flying defender. Wolfkin Bond, sure. Okay, well now we have a good reason to tack in. Sorry, 4-2. I think you just block here if your opponent obviously can bring both these things back from the graveyard. This is a little bit rough, but maybe is my play just to bring back the demonic embrace? Forget about the soul salvage? Gale Swoopers.deck. And a Scorpion. Okay. Instant? No, it is. Turn. The one where you might want the skeleton to come back to your hand. Just discard it over and over. Oh, the Skyrider Patrol. That is a good card. And they've splashed blue for it, clearly. Deathbloom Thallid. Okay. I feel like I do want to try to draw with the Ghostly Pilferer. I trade a Deathbloom Thallid for that, though? Guess so. I should have pumped. Oops, I had some pumps there. Left it on the table. I had one pump there. Yeah, okay. Got me there. Luckily they didn't get the Pilfer. Gonna do that. This is good. Okay. Let's kill that now. And just pass the turn. Or 5, sure. Let's see what we got coming up here. Oh, the enthralling hold, perfect. We want them to attack with their 4/5. We don't need this black mana, so let's just... Actually, well, we're going to play the enthralling hold, so we won't have the mana. But we need them to attack here, so I think we're just going to do it. No blocks. Fates, fetters, whatevers. Fine. That, thank you. Oh, they had another one. Yes, okay. So I think we just get down the skeleton and the seer. Oh, guess we didn't need to do that right away. Capture sphere. And that's the ball game. We are 3-2, playing on the knife's edge, up against the unpronounceable opponent. We don't have our main color, but we do have a 2-drop. I guess we'll do the limited resources plan of just never mulliganing. We do have 10 islands versus 7 swamps, but we just keep drawing the swamps. Every time I see blue-green, I'm scared of that that one uncommon flyer that's just like so ridiculously good. I guess we could get flash wrecked there, but we didn't. I just better to get this down. This is an actual draw card versus the discard. Gives us more. So we could actually discard a creature if we had to. Ticket Crasher. That is a good 4-drop. So yeah, we could get down the Lich. Which could kind of blank Thicket Crasher. So we've got the Capture Sphere. I kind of like getting the Drake down sooner rather than later. Also, the Moat Piranhas blanks the Thicket Crasher. So maybe that's... Maybe that's the play, as much as I'd like to get an extra 2 in here. See if we can get them to commit more resources before we play the Capture Sphere. We draw a 2-drop, we can double spell with the Tomebound Lich. We got some options. Now they might be stuck on a color. It could be blue is only their splash. We did keep a hand where the first play was on turn 4. Gnarled Sage, sure. So I think that's worth capture sphering here. 4 for reach. We really just can't have a big reach creature sitting around. Oh, main deck naturalized, wrecked. Okay, let's opt. Symbiont is good. I think we will keep that. They have a lot of cards in hand. Unfortunately, we can't play it this turn. We can get the Tomebound Lich down. I think we trade out that and something else. And we'll salvage back. Oh, we gotta discard a card though. Huh. Right now the Snapping Drake doesn't seem good, but if we can Enthralling hold the Gnarled Sage... Oh, they can't block again this turn. Problem is they probably never tap their Gnarled Sage. These Vigilance creatures running around. Am I going to kill the Lich? Switcheroo, okay. I'm glad they did that this turn. Get their last card. The land. It was Might of the Masses, okay, well. That could have wrecked us. The attack with the Lich, we can take it back. We really got to deal with that 4/4. I don't think it behooves us to have any extra lands on the battlefield here. We've got so many things that pay us off for discarding. We need like the Demonic Embrace to fight through that Gnarled Sage, I think. Oh, okay. No. We were considering attacking. I feel like the wider we go, the less likely they are to ever attack with anything. I guess we got the Fathom Fleet Cutthroat. Elvish Clan Collar. Wonder if they got multiple of those. Must have some elves in their deck. Hey, Sleep Paralysis. Okay. See how many enchantment removals you have, opponent. Good game. Zuya, wouldn't wanna booyah. Okay, up against use. Oh, another one of these difficult hands. I think we can keep it, right? The op will hopefully find us something. Ghostlight almost assuredly on 5. Strangling Spores. If opponent gets off to a fast start. They got use. Use. What have you got? Satan. In our blue deck. Yeah, no, we definitely want that. An embarrassment of 3 drops. Try to get the Thala done first. Bounce their token. Red blue. So they like a red blue spells go wide. Magmut. It's an annoying card. Go aggro here. All our X2 creatures. Let's hope opponent doesn't have a bunch of shocks in their deck. Okay, just getting some extra value. Really surprised they didn't want to tempo us out. And they're busting that out early too. For some reason they really wanted to go wide with the goblins. Just keep the pressure on here. Glinthorn, nice. And it's haste, I believe. Yeah, 2/4 haste. Whenever you discard, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. They can use it to loot, and we can't kill it with Strangling Spores. So, that's what the Lich is for. Be hitting for 6 in the air. Blocks. Well, this is interesting. I feel like this is pretty aggro. It would be good on the Ghostly Pilferer. But just racing here. Again, making another X2 flyer. Pop us with the Magmut. Really player Planeswalker. Nice that it has the Planeswalker. I'm glad they've started adding that to commons, that commons can hit Planeswalkers, because Planeswalkers just are too overpowered and limited. It's good to feel like, okay, I have a couple outs in my deck. Opponent drops the Planeswalker. I mean, you might not draw them, or they might not be powerful enough, but it's just nice to have ways to interact with them. My opponent could drop like a big dragon or something. Okay. They have a sacrifice effect because can swing in, hit us for a bunch here. I guess if they had like +1/+1 double strike thing, that would have been 10 damage. We still would have survived. Metamorphic alteration. What are they copying? Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha, Kamchatka. 5 and 3, still playing on the knife's edge. Got a pretty slow hand here. We'll keep Conceer on 3 is something. Certainly helps us get to our 4th land. It's a red deck. Don't necessarily like to see that. And the Magmut. And lots of Magmuts these days. No blocks. Catalyst Elemental. Deathbloom Thalad's good for us. It's gonna block with the Sprite, so we'll just get in for damage. Definitely consider blocking the Magmut if they attack with it with the Cloud Conceer. Mono red, definitely not the deck you want to see. Magmut number 2. Okay. Yeah. There's an argument to be made for getting down the Snapping Drake here, in case we wanted to keep the Fathom Fleet Cutthroat going. Considering this just blanks their attacks. Guess we could also play the Thalid, but okay, they have some instant here they're considering using. That's good to know. Or maybe it's, no, this doesn't, tap ability is not available yet. I guess this is still available, the Catalyst Elemental. Just in case they had the shock. Oh, no, they had electrify. Okay. Okay, I'm worried they're not going to have any cards in hand by the time we can cast this. Okay. Deathbloom Thallid. Now we can keep the sprite around to pump also on the block. So I think that's our play. It's got two good defensive creatures here. They could very well have more removal. Hopefully we'll hit something with the something good with the Symbiont. Opponent has us on the back foot, but then again, we have two spells in hand. They possibly have two spells in hand. So, okay, Furious Rise. Luckily, they can't trigger that. My turn. Perfect. Let's get this Symbiont down now. Well, we have the chance. Is the last card an instant? Maybe it's something they have to pop the Catalyst Elemental to play. They're really thinking hard about it. A shock to kill the Deathbloom Thallid? Yeah, okay. Glad that we didn't attack first. So Horizon Scholar is going to be pretty nice. So we think they're going to attack. So we try to just shorten the clock. Don't have any removal, so they could still top deck something that puts them back in this game. Like a Rip Scale Predator. That having Menace is really bad for us. And the Furious Rise, Furor of the Bitten. Taxi's combat if able. Okay, so we really need to scry for something good. Scry for our tappers. Our tapper downers. We can double block with these guys. Skeleton Sphere does not do it, but the capture actually. We maybe want the skeleton in case they get another threat. Capture Sphere is definitely what we needed. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I can attack with the 3/3 because we got the 4/4 to block their 2/2. And we got those other creatures to block. Maybe they don't even attack, thinking we'll trade the Horizon Scholar and the 1/1 for the Rip Scale. It's going to be annoying with the Furious Rise, though. We really have to close this game out quickly. Oh, they're putting it on that. Interesting. Diversifying the threats, huh? Not wrecked by a combat trick here. Man, that's good. How much do we have? Exactly enough. they got lots of draws to get removal here. Marauder's Axe. Whew. Wow. Alright. Next game is the last game no matter what. Really come back from being down. And ranked up into gold here on the free account. Getting the gold. And gold. I'll let it play out to see the, so you can see the reward. And we are 6-2 here. Let's get it, get it. Up against the Moni Crack. Wow, another not tremendous hand. But if we can get a third land, I think we'll be alright. And if not, you know what? This deck has done probably better than I expected, so can't complain. Really want to hit that third land to draw another card here. Opponent. Double black. The Imp. Imp is good against us. Your opponent, you did not take that trade. Oh, good, another mana. Next turn is the Drake. Unless they give us something really worth capture sphering. But we'll trade any of these cards for the Imp, knowing that we've got good stuff here. Nice, okay. Opponent didn't want to hold up a mana the rest of the game, I guess. Mono black deck. No blocks. Won't lose his life. Oh man, we need that one more mana here. We'll lose this race. I like the Ghost Light bouncing that because that's stealing a lot of tempo. We could also just Enthralling hold it. But that's provided we draw that mana. I've seen a lot worth capture sphering. We just trade out. That is like 4 damage a turn here. I don't have good blockers in hand really, except for that, which is a couple turns away. Okay. Made them use their combat trick. Possibly means they can't do anything else this turn. There's the other land. Oh. Do I want to steal their creature or just bounce it? I think we bounce it. Steal some tempo. Ooh, they've got some kind of instant here. They have the black -4/-4. What's that called? Languish? That's not a spirit, is it? Oh, goodness. Thank goodness. So now they can spend 4 mana to bring their 2/2 out again. 1/3 flying. And make me discard a card. Gee, well, can't play that. It is a bit of a house. I'd rather keep playables here. No blocks. It's a race I believe I can win here. Yeah, I think we just got him in the air, plus we're holding both of these back. Some argument to be made for just stealing that creature, trying to take us out of range of some kind of crazy attack. And play out your 4-drop. No blocks. Alright, hopefully this capture spheres lights out. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna do opponent. It's weird they played out this creature right off the bat. Yeah, okay. Happen to have the exact right removal for that. And they explode. Let's take a look at this deck. Hey, if you watched this far, give me a like, give me a subscribe. Free to you, helps me out. And if you're a contrary person, then definitely don't do that. Yeah, wow, seven wins. Wasn't expecting it to quite go this far, but the power of FLIERS is good. Double Cloud Concealer, it's always good. Deathbloom Thallid is also like a 2-for-1. We never really got to Soul Salvage very well. This Ghostly Pilferer did great work for us. Great work. I do believe the Moat Piranhas was correct. We might have wished we had Lofty Denial a couple times, I don't know, in the 1/3, but other than getting run over early on there, I think we did manage to beat some other decks that were bigger tempo decks. Strangling Spores was great here. Snapping Drake, you know, that I think that won us some games probably. These were key. These pieces of removal. Four mana removal in this format is not terrible. Ghostlight was great. Enthralling Hold never really got to do that much. A lot of people main decking the enchantment removal, which was strange, but not much you can do about that. I mean, that's the removal we got, is these enchantment removals, and we even got another one we weren't playing in the board here. It's a more defensive one. And Demonic Embrace, great work. Absolute house of a card. Kind of like an equipment where you can just keep coming back and making a creature into a threat. Totally lost. Maybe could have played that, but obviously you can't complain with how the deck did. I guess maybe we would have rather had the Archer than the Cutthroat. Anyways, if you watch this far, leave a hashtag #airpower. And remember, Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.